Made in Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 2, and I'm absolutely seething, lads. I can't believe we lost that game. Lost? What am I talking about? Drew that game. You know what? I'm so pissed off. I don't even know what to fucking say right now. Honestly, we were 2-1 up with few minutes to spare, and what do? Classic fucking Bournemouth. We give away a stupid free kick, and Reece James scores an absolute screamer and gets back into the game 2-2. And honestly, there was a few moments where I thought, oh my god, they're going to win 3-2. The way they were just passing around us, getting into our box near the end. I honestly thought they were going to snatch it in that last couple of seconds. But no. Thank God we held out for a draw. But nah, I can't say I'm happy about that, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a point gain. That is 2 points dropped. Once again, we've gone into games where on paper, literally on the last couple of seconds, we should have won it. And what do? We fall asleep, make some stupid tackles, and give them a chance to get back into the game. And we end up dropping 2 points when we should have won that game, really. And yeah, let's start with the first half. Let's go for it, right? First half, we were absolutely terrible. That first half, we couldn't string a pass together. We were slipping and sliding everywhere. Honestly, it looked like we were in a fucking water park, the way we kept sliding and kept losing the ball every 2 minutes. And it felt like every time we tackled them, it went straight back to them again. And yeah, the pressure, we just couldn't handle it that first half. And then, yeah, Hill got subbed off after like 20 minutes or something like that. We had to bring on KLUIVERT. Thank God we did, because KLUIVERT definitely made a difference. Obviously, he got one of the goals as well to get us back into the game. But yeah, like, Hill just wasn't up to the task today. He really wasn't. We had to sub him off 20 minutes into the game. That's humiliating, really. To get subbed off, not even at half time, 20 minutes into a match, not because you're injured, because you're playing that badly. That's quite embarrassing, really. That's humiliating. Like, if I was here, I'll be going up to Iraola saying, don't you ever do that to me again, because that is absolutely humiliating. But you know what? We had to do it. Bring KLUIVERT on, because KLUIVERT, once we brought him on, we made such more clinical passes, more attacks, because for the first 20 minutes, I don't think we even had a shot or a chance on goal. It was like, I think a stat came up saying like 0 shots, 0 on target. We literally had done nothing in that first 20 minutes. Until KLUIVERT came on, the momentum started to shift, and we started making a bit more of attacks. And yeah, KLUIVERT gets the goal, makes it 1-1. And then Semenyo just does an absolute screamer of a run and then beats Sanchez at the near post, make it 2-1. And I thought when we made it 2-1, I kept saying in the second half, if we can get a 3-1, just snatch another one last minute, and we should be able to hold on. And I kept saying this throughout my watch-along. 2-1 against Chelsea isn't good enough. We have to get a 2-goal cushion and hold out. But no, of course, we don't get a third goal. And then within, 4 or 5 minutes of normal time to spare, Housen falls on his feet in the box, grabs the attacker, brings him down, gives away a free kick, and what happens? Reece James scores an absolute screamer. Now, part of me thinks if Kepa was in goal for that, maybe he could have saved it, but Travers wasn't saving that, and maybe just because of how good it was, I don't think even Kepa would, if it wasn't a cup tie, a lone tie, whatever they fucking call it, tie game, maybe he would have saved it as well, but it's one of those where it was positioned right in the right place for that free kick to score a screamer, and they have the players to do it. They have Palmer, Reece James, Neto, Felix. Like, any of those guys could have scored that and made it 2-2. So yeah. And then the last couple of seconds, it looked like maybe, oh fuck, we're gonna bottle it now. They're gonna come back and score a 3-2. It felt like it was gonna happen the way it was going, but thankfully we held out for a 2-2. And yeah, our unbeaten run technically is still going. But, oh Christ, our so-called unbeaten run at the moment is hanging by a thread. And the fact that Jefferson didn't start the game when we recalled him from loan to be our sort of saviour striker, you know what I mean? Man didn't come on to like 80 minutes into the game. We had fucking Dango up front. What are we thinking here, lads? Why are we going to recall a player if we're not going to start him? The idea is, like, if we're so depleted of strikers, he's our only striking option, you start him. Surely that makes the most sense, right? But no, we put Dango in up front because I love Dango to death, and bless him, he has had to put up with a lot of shit since he came to Bournemouth. We've had to play him in left back, cam, left wing, now up front. Like, honestly, if we were to get like an injury crisis at goalkeeping, it wouldn't surprise me if Ouattara goes in goal, because like he literally will say yes to anything. He'll say yes to being a centre back. He'll say yes to being a goalkeeper. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if we had to put him in goal at one point. But yeah, it just feels like we don't seem to have a lot of faith in Jebbison at the moment. Like, even in the FA Cup game, Winterburn of all people, started over him. And then Jebbison didn't even start again didn't even come on the pitch until 80th minute in this game. Like, if we're really going to utilise him, we've got to start him. And I don't know, maybe it's just Iriello's trying to slowly integrate him into the Premier League again because he's been away. But, like, if we're in such a striker crisis, why aren't we starting him? Someone tell me. So hopefully he does start in the next game against Newcastle. And yeah, because when he did come on, he actually did a pretty decent job. Like, I know he said, well, he's only on for like 10 minutes. It's easy to look good in 10, 15 minutes. Do it over 90 minutes and see what happens. So, but, you know, we're not going to know how good he is in 90 minutes if you don't start him from kickoff. It's as simple as that. So hopefully he does start against Newcastle away. And that's not going to be another easy game, lads. Like, Gordon, Isak, Murphy, even their midfield players of Tonali, Guimaraes, like, those guys can score goals and they're solid. They're playing out unbelievable football right now. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that game. I'll be doing a match preview for that later on this week. And yeah, that's about all I've got to say about this Chelsea Bournemouth game. It's a shame we didn't get the 3 points, but you know, all right, I guess I'll say a point's a point. We move, lads, we move. So yeah, anyways, boys, thank you for watching my match reaction. I've been your boy, Richard Morse, up the fucking shares. At least our unbeaten run is still going for another game at least. If you're new here, please leave a like, share, and subscribe down below. If you're a returning viewer, good to see you again. And I'll catch you guys in my next watch along for the Newcastle game. See you then.